Hello, I'm back for my first proper video, and today I've decided to talk to you about Cleft Lip and Palate. This is something that I've not really been that comfortable talking about to anyone, just because I'm quite self-conscious about it myself. I've met people that have said they haven't even realised that I had it, but yeah, I just thought I'd do a video and talk a bit about it, so here we go. Basically, a cleft is a split, basically. So I was born with something called a unilateral cleft lip and palate. So it's basically from the very top of my nose right down here on my lip. There was a gap just through when I was in the womb. It just didn't form properly, and the same with my palate. Some people are born with just a little hole in like the soft palate at the back, and then others are born with sort of a separation from the whole roof of their mouth from soft palate to hard palate, which is what I had. Generally between sort of 3 and 12 months they're both sort of fixed, and after that then sometimes there can be a split in the gum as well, which is what I had, and they have to take a bone graft from your hip or other areas of bone to put in that gap, and then they'll hopefully it will allow a tooth to grow, or they'll put a different tooth in there. Yeah, so that's that. Obviously the nose can be out of shape and things like that, but that's with more surgery and things like that. It can also cause problems with your ears, due to the fact that the palate muscles are sort of attached to like the middle ear, I think they call it. So it can leave you like hard of hearing, but then they just sort of put a small plastic tube called a grommet in, and then it allows air in and things like that and stops all the sticky, gross stuff from building up. Speech problems as well. I've recently been to a speech therapist, which they actually said for someone who was born with what I was born with, I have pretty much perfect speech, which my friend always takes the piss out of me for. But yeah, it's usually because sort of the soft palate can't properly close the opening to the like nasal passage or something like that. I don't know. So you can sound quite like nasally and stuff. It doesn't help that I've got a cold at the minute, but there we go. But yeah, usually quite nasally. Certain letters are hard to pronounce. Things like S's, P's, B's, T's, things like that. It can sound a bit like not usually how they would sound, but that's because the sort of closing is really hard for the palate to make. But they can do surgery to adjust that, and yeah, there's also jaw problems, things like that. I stopped my surgery when I was 17, I think it was, just because I'd had enough, and I thought I'd been through sort of dental treatments, surgeries and stuff since I was born up until I was 17. I just thought I want to sort of enjoy my life. I'm going to be 18, I just want to have fun. And recently, I'm now, well, almost 26, and I'm starting to think it would probably help my confidence a bit if I did get it sorted. and what they want to do is move my top jaw forward because I've got an overbite. Or is it an underbite? I've got some sort of bite. And yeah, so they want to move my top jaw forward, but first they want to put train tracks on because I've got a missing tooth there from when I had the bone graft, but no tooth was there to grow. So they want to shuffle my teeth along, realign them properly, drill a hole up and then screw a tooth in. Yeah, and then I said about making my nose more symmetrical and blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm just sort of not sure whether to go for it or not, because it's a long old process. It could take up to 3 years to get it completely sorted, and then they say that your face can change quite a bit through like the moving of the jaw and everything, and then if the soft palate at the back doesn't accommodate the move properly, then they have to do another operation. But during that time, in the first sort of 6 months, I'll sound really nasally and not be able to talk properly. So I'm just thinking it might be a lot of upheaval for maybe a result I'm not too happy with, seeing as I've lived with this face for like 25 years. So do I want to keep it? I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, so I might put pictures here if I learn how to do it. Of like showing a normal sort of mouth and then what I was born with, and then maybe a couple of baby pictures if I don't feel self-conscious about putting these pictures on YouTube.
Come upstairs and I'll show you where my demons hide from you. Just look at who I have become. I'm so ashamed you were the one that made me feel the way I do. You broke me and taught me to truly hate myself. Unfold me and teach me how to be like somebody else.
But yeah, so I just thought I'd explain what I was born with, and obviously I've had bullying because of it in school, just because kids don't know any better. They just see something that's not sort of the norm, and they just picked up on it. But I don't know, it's just something that you go through. Everyone has something they're bullied for, I'm sure. Like, even if you're ginger, if you're short, you're fat, like, it doesn't matter what you have, everyone as a child will pick. And it's that plus other things that have contributed to my confidence thing, but I'm a lot more confident than I was before. I would never have put a video on YouTube. So yeah, that's that basically. So hopefully I haven't forgotten anything, but there we go. That's the story of my life. Bye.